It's got some sucking. Just got rid of my little girl this morning. Dropped her off at school. And now we're gonna head back home. Actually, you know what? Let's go get some tape. I need more tape. Got my tape. Yesterday I was talking about how long it stays. This is 2-day stuff. So this is stuff you want to use and take off right away. And let's get out of here. I'm at Cops Buildup. Oh my. Okay. Today we're going to give that hull a bit of a sand. I'm going to do the back of it, or the stern first. I've already sanded there a bit, but I'm going to continue. The reason I'm starting there is because it's dry. Everything else is wet. We're waiting for the dew to evaporate. So I got my vacuum out there and my sander. And we're going to give her a whirl. Need a dust mask too. Nice rust bean, eh? That seems to work pretty well. At least it's not going in the neighbor's pool. I'm going to continue along, just along the bottom here. Oh, I might do the top part too, as well. That's too wet yet. I just wiped down the whole side with the microfiber towel. So in the meantime, I'm going to tack these. That's a stair nosing, I think it's called. You can see how well it's installed. Start over here. Oh yeah, that's nice. Even nicer. Oh, beautiful. Isn't that pretty? So that piece on there is to cover up this seam. This is a seam that McGregor had trouble with at the factory. So there is a piece that goes over this. Here's a little mold I made of that piece. I've got to pop it out yet, but yeah, that's that piece. Gonna make a few of them. The other boat Transition has the same problem. I've just glassed that closed on it. But here, I'll show you a spot on here. That's a problem. See how it comes along and it dips up and goes across? I did that dip. Originally, it just went straight across from edge to edge. And that's where the screws, or not the screws, but the clamping part of the outboard clamps in. And it breaks it there. So I raised it up so that the clamping part now clamps against the hull and not that piece of trim. Let's knock the rest of that junk off of there. Okay. Obviously this was a case of the bigger the gob, the better the job. Yeah, nice. Well, that's 100 times better, but still not done right. I'll have to hit this with the flap disc or something, clean it up. And I might just fiberglass it closed like I did with transition. Probably the easiest thing to do. Most secure probably too. Then from here back, still got all that to do. And then up top, I'm going to show you something. I've never seen Albedo topside paint. This is Albedo paint. It falls off. This is not supposed to do that. But watch this. I'm down there now. Head down to the vacuum. Just, yeah. There is it. It's sucking too hard. You can see the marks I've made circling things. Those are deficiencies, so we'll fix those later. I'm halfway done this side. Well, I've been at it, what, 6 hours now? Another 6, and I'll be done on one side. That's the end of that. Well, this is kind of disappointing. I was hoping for it to last, at least for the job. I gotta take it apart, lube it, because it's seizing up with the bearings. Lube it up, and we'll be good to go, I think. We'll see. Had to resort to some unconventional techniques. We just need one drop. That'll do it. Now this back one, oh, geez, this bottom one, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to. Plug this in and see what happens. Don't try this at home. It's got some sucking. Good. Let's put this back together and we're back in business. It's been a nice little break, this. It's been 5 minutes to take this apart, and we'll rattle her back together and get going again. Well, unfortunately, that's all I've got time for today. Didn't amount to much. Probably 2/3 of the way down. Or almost 2/3. Oh well. Ran out of time. Gonna clean up and, oh, hope I wasn't yelling. Gonna clean up and I'll wrap it up here. If you buy a boat, make sure it's not painted. Or if it is painted, make sure that they've done it right. Maybe ask for photos of the process. If they can't do that, probably didn't do it right. Thanks for watching.